A peaceful early morning in an Igbo village. Children play barefoot on red sand, mothers boil water outside round mud huts. Tall palm and iroko trees sway gently in the breeze. Roosters crow in the distance, and smoke curls from kitchen hut. Inside a small mud house near the end of the village, Amara sat on a short wooden stool, twisting the ends of her old wrapper. Her heart beat fast, faster than it should in the morning. She stared at the ground, biting her lips as her father coughed again from inside their hut. She stood up quickly and went back inside. "Papa, you need to drink something," she said gently, lifting a small cup of warm herbs to his lips. Papa Ejiofor gave her a tired smile, his hands rough and weak from years of tapping palm trees and climbing high just to earn a few coins. He took a small sip and coughed again. His eyes looked into hers. "You should not worry too much, Amara," he whispered. "Your smile is my medicine." Amara tried to smile, but her heart was heavy. How could she smile when she knew that by evening, Kelechi was coming again, and he would want to speak about marriage? Kelechi. Her heart skipped every time she thought of him. He was the son of Chief Obiora, the richest man in Umunnechi. His father had big cocoa farms and 5 motorcycles. Their house had a metal roof that shined like glass in the sun. Amara, on the other hand, had nothing but her father's love, and a deep well of dreams. She stepped outside and looked down the dusty path. She knew Kelechi would come from that way, walking fast, with that funny bounce in his step, carrying roasted groundnuts or banana chips for her like he always did, and she also knew what his mother thought of her. "That girl is not your type," Mama Neka had shouted the last time they saw each other at the stream. "She has no class. No money. No mother. Just a poor girl with a sick father and nothing to offer." Amara had run home that day, her eyes filled with tears. She didn't tell her father. He had too much pain of his own. Now, as the morning sun rose higher, she walked towards the stream to wash her clothes. The path was quiet except for the chirping of birds and the whisper of trees. She carried a small basin on her head and wore her oldest wrapper. At the stream, she bent and began to scrub quietly. But she wasn't alone for long. "Do you ever take a break, beautiful girl?" The voice behind her was soft but deep. She turned around and saw him, Kelechi. He stood with his hands in his pockets, smiling at her like she was the only person in the whole world. He wore a simple shirt, tucked into clean trousers, but it didn't matter what he wore. Kelechi always looked like someone who carried sunshine with him. Amara shook her head. "You should not be here," she said softly. "People will talk." "Let them talk," he replied. "I'm not here for people. I'm here for you." Amara looked away, scrubbing harder. "Your mother hates me." "My mother doesn't know your heart. She knows my father is sick. She knows we are poor." Kelechi moved closer, kneeling beside her. His voice was quieter now. "I know those things too, Amara. But when I look at you, I don't see any of that. I see strength. I see love. I see a future I want to fight for." Her hands stopped moving. Water dripped from the clothes, but she wasn't washing anymore. Her eyes were full now. Not from sadness, but from something deeper. Hope, mixed with fear. "I don't want you to get in trouble," she whispered. "I'm already in trouble," he smiled. "Trouble with my heart." They both laughed softly, but behind the trees, someone was watching. It was Obina, Kelechi's cousin. He had been sent by Mama Neka to spy. When he saw Kelechi kneeling beside Amara at the stream, he turned and ran back to the big house. "Mama. Mama," he called, his chest bouncing as he ran into the compound. "He's with her again. At the stream." He even knelt down. Mama Neka stood up so quickly, her head nearly fell off. "That boy wants to disgrace me." "Me? Neka Obiora. I'll show him today." She picked up her walking stick and marched down the path like a storm was following her. Meanwhile, Kelechi and Amara were walking back from the stream, laughing. She carried her basin again, and he held her slippers. The air between them was soft and sweet until they turned the corner. Umunnechi was standing there with fire in her eyes. You stupid boy, she shouted. So this is how you want to pay me back for all I've done for you? Mama, please don't mama me, she yelled, pointing at Amara. And you? Do you think you can trap my son with your fake tears and poor stories? You think love is enough? Love does not buy rice. Amara dropped her basin and stepped back. Her chest felt tight. She couldn't breathe. Kelechi stood in front of her, like a shield. You will not talk to her like that, he said, voice shaking. Umunnechi raised her hand, but Papa Obiora had arrived. He caught her wrist. That's enough, he said quietly, but his eyes were not kind. They looked past Kelechi and rested on Amara. You need to end this foolishness, Kelechi. A man chooses with his head, not his heart. Amara blinked back tears. Her heart was breaking. I'm sorry, she whispered, and ran away barefoot, leaving her clothes and slippers behind. Kelechi turned, but it was too late. She was gone. That night, the stars seemed dim. The wind felt colder. Kelechi sat alone under the mango tree near his house, holding one of Amara's earrings in his palm. It had fallen during the fight. His heart was full of fire, but he didn't know what to do. And deep in the village, Amara lay on a mat beside her father, her pillow wet with tears. She didn't know if love was enough. But she knew it was real, and sometimes, real things hurt the most.